If you're not practicing every day and you want to be more consistent, then this video is going to be for you. So, how to write a practice plan that you can stick to. People who practice a lot, they practice every day and they're consistent, they have two things in common. So the first thing is that they really enjoy what they're practicing. Obviously, if you really enjoy something, then you're going to do it all the time, right? But the other thing is that they have a really good reason why they're practicing. They kind of have a purpose for why they're playing the guitar and why they're practicing. Also, these two things, what they really enjoy practicing is usually aligned with their goal or their reason why they're practicing. So it's like a double whammy, giving these people extra motivation to practice. So the first question that I want you to answer, and I need you to get a pen and paper for this if you really want to get the most out of this video, and it is, what can you do for hours without getting bored? There's going to be some things on guitar that you can do without getting bored. It could literally be anything, any one particular thing that you might spend more time on than anything else. For me, it's songwriting and making these YouTube videos. So with songwriting, the other day I spent 9 hours pretty much straight with like a small break, writing a song for my band. I didn't realize the time had gone. I almost forgot to eat, and that's the kind of thing we're looking for. Those things that you can just get lost in for hours, and write down any of them that you have, okay? Same thing with my YouTube videos. I spend hours every day making them. So now the answer to this question should be a clue, or it should guide you to the answer to the next question. So the next question is, what is your top guitar goal? What is the thing that you want to achieve out of your guitar playing? This is the thing that gives you kind of a reason or a purpose or a why for picking up the guitar every day, and it makes you motivated to do it. So maybe, where do you see yourself in 10 years? That might be a good way of figuring out the answer to this question. And again, it could be anything. You could want to just be playing guitar in your bedroom all day, every day. Or it could be that you want to be a rock star and play in front of huge crowds. Whatever it is, just get clear on what you want to achieve out of playing guitar. For me, it's to write the best possible songs and to help people become more creative on the guitar, as many people as possible. So these are the things that really motivate me to keep playing guitar. What you need to note down now is what skills that you need to achieve your top goal. Write a list of these skills that are needed to achieve this goal. The important things that you think this person in the future is going to be really, really good at. This helps you to maximize the important things and minimize the unimportant things. For example, if you wanted to be a rock star, you're not going to be prioritizing sight reading, are you? So, for example, if you did want to be a rock star, you could think, now, okay, I don't need to practice sight reading as much as maybe, say, playing solos or writing riffs. For me, obviously, because I'm writing songs, the things I need to work on are chords, scales, rhythm, putting them all together. For these YouTube videos, I need to be good at soloing techniques and playing techniques, but I don't need to be the best in the world. I just need to be good enough to be able to play them well and to be able to pass the knowledge on to somebody else. Now, are these skills that you're writing down, are they those things that you can do for hours on end? Because if they're not, then you might want to adjust your end goal. So your end goal as a guitarist, you're only really going to get there if you really enjoy the journey. So it's just something to think about. And also, one other thing, what I was trying to do in the past is brute force things that I really didn't enjoy. So for example, I was trying really hard to be a shred master, doing sweep picking, alternate picking, and I'd go for like 3 or 4 days, just hard for hours, but then I'd eventually lose the motivation because at the end of the day, it's not aligned with what I really want to do. And I think that you should really just prioritize the things that you're good at and that you really enjoy doing and specialize in those. You're already doing it anyway. For example, if you're a metal player, I can't see you practicing country and jazz very much. So why don't you just add a few extra things on and focus on your strengths? Now, to create this actual plan, this is the practical part. Everyone is different, so you're going to want to adjust these things to your liking. First thing we have to establish is how much time can you actually realistically practice every day. This is going to be different for everyone, so I'm not going to say how much I practice every day. Just decide on an amount of time that you can definitely do every single day, and decide when you're going to do it every day. I find for me, creative stuff is the thing that I'm practicing the most, and I'm the most creative in the morning. So I do all my creative practice and creative activities at the beginning of the day. And you want to spend the majority of your time on the 1 or 2 things that are going to get you towards your goal fastest. So for me, writing a lot of songs, making YouTube videos, and learning new techniques that I can share with you. Those are the things that I'm going to be practicing the most. And then you spend like a little bit less time on the things that you know you need to practice, but 1, you don't really enjoy them as much, and 2, are not as important to achieving your goals. So for example, I spend about 3/4 of my time doing the important things, and about 1/4 of the time doing things that I know I need to practice, but And you want to, in this like small chunk of time where you're doing those things that you just need to do, I like to rotate these things. So for example, I've still got to be good at all these soloing techniques, even though they're not really what I enjoy doing. So on the Monday, I might practice alternate picking, Tuesday sweep picking, Wednesday hybrid picking, Thursday tapping, and so on. It's a really good idea to just rotate things, and then it keeps things fresh, and it stops you from getting as bored of these things as you would if you did them every single day. And the one really important thing to do when you're practicing is to track your progress. Now, I have a notepad. In it, I basically write all the details down of what I practiced. It shows me the day after what I need to do to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. And it's really good because you can obviously keep track of your progress, and it keeps you motivated because you can look back over time and see the progress that you've made. And it's like, oh wow, if I keep practicing, I'm going to go even further. And also allows you to recap what you've learned. So again, you can look back like through the previous months, and there's definitely going to be stuff that you've forgotten or has kind of slipped your mind, and you can really refresh yourself by just looking back at what you've learned. So that's the end of the slideshow. I really hope that this has been useful for you. Obviously, tailor all of this to your own liking. I am just showing you the things that have worked for me and things that might work for you. You don't have to do this point by point, but maybe it will work out for you if you do. So just give it a try, experiment, see what works for you, implement the things that do work, and disregard the things that don't work. If you enjoyed the video, like the video, let me know what you thought in the comments. Do you have any more video suggestions? Also let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.